Hey friends, so I am going to do a part 2 of the houseplant tour. So the last video we did my outdoor houseplants, like my houseplants that are chilling outside, basically. Also, my kid is pissed for some reason and I can't figure it out. I mean, he's 2, so there's no telling what's going on with him. But I also have Blippi on in the background, so just a heads up on that. But we are gonna go ahead and get started. So this is houseplant tour number 2. This is Daisy. She is a very rare species of houseplant. Daisy, can you say hi? Say hi. And then we have Hank, who is the goodest boy ever. He is my firstborn son, in my opinion. All right, so here, this is my, what's it called, a gallery wall. Excuse the white that's like underneath of the picture there. I just didn't clean it up after I patched a hole. Anyways, so we have a gallery wall here and I've got pictures and all that. So this right here is actually a box of flowers. What's wrong? You okay? It's okay, baby. So this is dried flowers from a bouquet of flowers that my mother got me after I had my son in the hospital. So I stuck them in a, what's this called? It's a frame that, shadow box. Lord, shadow box. Okay. And then here I have got some live plants. So here I did have some fake flowers that were stuck in styrofoam and they just got really dusty and gross. I wanted something that had the potential to vine out because I wanted to vine out down on my couch. And this is lemon lime philodendron. I have got 4 3-inch pots, I believe. I think, I don't know. It just says houseplant. But yeah, I want these to vine down. So this is my lemon lime philodendron. This is Max. Max, can you say hi? This is my kid and his cheese stick and his big boy undies. All right, so here's my fireplace. So the fireplace is just non-functioning. And inside of it, I have shelves that I'm going to hang up for more houseplants. I just don't know where to put them yet, so excuse that. Also, again, I have a 2-year-old, so you're just going to have to ignore the mass amount of toys all over the floor. So this is my Sansevieria snake plant. I got this from Home Depot for $17, and it's grown probably 3 inches since I got it probably 2 or 3 months ago. But I just watered it yesterday for the first time, so that was epic. And then over here, I've got some more plants, which I do have plants that are technically not pet safe, but for the most part, my cats are really good about leaving them alone. My dogs could care less about my houseplants, but for the most part, my cats leave them alone. Finally, I think the amount of times that they bit into cayenne pepper kind of helped with that. But so here is a little bonsai tree that I just stuck in this cover pot. It has some yellowing leaves on it. This is my husband's. I made him a plant dad because he didn't understand my plants. So I got him something for him that he wanted, and he has not taken care of it. So I need to do some research on this type of bonsai tree and what to do. I've watered it once since I've had it. The soil is still kind of moist, but I'm concerned about the yellowing leaves. This is one of my mini syngoniums. Or arrowhead vine. It's still in immature form, so it's not vining out just yet. But this thing is freaking massive. So I spent $7 on this at my local nursery. And I don't know why, but I just love syngonium. I think they're incredibly underrated. They're just so pretty. Sorry, my kid's talking to me. You want more cheese? You want more cheese? Well, that's what happens when you feed it to the dog. This is my pink aloe that I got from another local nursery. It has tons of babies, tons and tons and tons of babies. And it also, this is kind of weird, honestly. Hold on. Like, can you focus, please? There you go. So it has leaves, like another aloe plant growing out of it right there. Isn't that wild? But it has these really pretty flowers. and they don't really smell like anything, but they're cute. This is one of my mini calathea. This, 1 second, baby. So this is my feather leaf calathea. I got this from Meijer, surprisingly enough. It was $17, which is a little bit more than what I normally spend on my calathea. It's okay, baby. But it came with this really nice ceramic pot, so whatever. But it's put out a lot of new growth, so all of the bright green leaves are the new growth since I've had it. And if you look, the leaves are fuzzy. And they're super soft fuzzy. Aren't they, Dean? And then the backs are this really pretty purple color. So I dig it. Dean digs it. He likes to smell everything. So it's quite funny when I get a new plant. He just has to smell it. All right. So moving up to my mantle right here. Be careful, baby. It's heavy. You can pet. Yeah, you can pet it. So over here, I have got a Pubicalix Super Splash, which I didn't even know was a thing. What? No. That is not yours. Anyways, so it's this a Pubicalix Super Splash. It's in this really cute cement planter that I got from a local nursery. It has a drainage hole, hence this. But I love this. So I don't know if I said this, but it's a Hoya Pubicalix Super Splash, and these leaves are massive. Let me see if I can find one of the bigger ones. So hold on. I broke off a section of it and traded it. Here, like the leaves are just so big on this thing, but the biggest leaf, I actually took that section and I traded it for a variegated Hoya Carrii and a variegated Hoya Sunrise. Both of them are very tiny, but yeah. I just wanted to add really quick that it was not a variegated Hoya Sunrise cutting. It's just a Hoya Sunrise. I was super happy about that trade. Over here we have got my Philodendron Prince of Orange. So that's what she looks like. Well, I guess he can be whatever he wants. That's a dog bone. This is a Hartley Philodendron. So very similar to the lemon lime, only it's just solid green. But it's starting to vine out. And I really liked the contrast of the green against the yellow. I got the pot from TJ Maxx when they opened back up. Yes, baby. This is a lemon lime pothos. And this is one of my many Hoya compacta. This is not variegated. It's just a Hoya compacta. I love the Hoya compacta. All right, so now we are going to go to another room. Well, I'll back up so you guys can see like the full picture of the fireplace with my kid. So that's how that looks. Cute, right? So the lighting situation over here kind of sucks. There's my living room. This is a hallway, and then it goes into the bathroom, kids' room, my room. This is a Philodendron Imperialis, red, I believe. I don't know. If you guys know what it actually is, you can tell me in the comments. This is the newest leaf that is still unfurling a little bit. But look how shiny. So shiny. But yeah, she's cute. So I needed a low light plant to go here. And yeah, so I needed a low light plant to go here. So that's why I have this here. I just figured it would be okay here. I don't really know. I'm just testing the waters to see how it works and all that, because everything I wanted to go here requires highlight. But Hank's allowed to sit there, baby. That's okay. No hits. All right, now let's go to the bathroom. So this is my very tiny bathroom. I only have 4 plants in here right now because this is the only window, and it has it's like frosted glass. So I just put things here that don't require a ton of light and that like it when it gets cold, because this is the coldest room in the house. So that's why I have the cactus here, because cactus, they live in the desert and it gets really, really cold at night in the desert. So they actually prefer colder temperatures. So they have been loving it here. They've been pushing out a lot of new growth. So this paddle here is newer, and this one has grown significantly. And then all of the itty bitty tiny babies on this one that are popping up. It's just, it's happy. It's loving life here. I got this at Lowe's. Hold on, baby. This is a coral cactus, and it is a little bit of rough shape. I took out the rocks that they had glued on the top of this because that's plant abuse in my opinion. But this one, it's just got some, I don't know. I don't think it was taken care of correctly, but it has, I don't know what this stuff is up here, if this is the blooms or what. So if you guys know, let me know. But yeah, this is my coral cactus. And then I also have an orchid that I'm rehabbing in here. I'm not gonna move the frame over lower because my trash can is full and I don't want y'all to see that. But I have an orchid. This is just your typical orchid that I got from like Home Depot or Lowe's, I think. It's from Costa Farms, and it was clearance to like $4 or something like that. So I am just rehabbing it. This stick is probably dead, but it's more than likely gonna push out a new stem. So this is her, and yeah, show you her roots. Excuse my dirty ass old sink. So she's got dry, crispy roots that I really need to go through. I honestly don't know a ton about taking care of orchids. I keep meaning to look it up, but right now she's happy. She's pushed out this since I've had her. So I'm assuming she's happy. I don't know. Hi. He's eating cereal on top of the toilet seat. So, you know, totally normal for toddler behavior. But yeah, I just need to do a little bit more research and find out how really to give this guy its best chance at life. So now we're going to go into my kids' room. I don't have a ton of plants in here, but so my kids' room is done Harry Potter. There's his Hedwig, golden, and then the red, and yeah, so it was a Harry Potter nursery. But this gets really good light here, and I want to put more in here, but our cats are allowed in here, and they like to jump up on this windowsill, and I'm just worried that they're gonna break stuff. So right here, I am, oh crap, I almost fell. I'm propagating. So this is a marble queen pothos, and I had this beautiful full plant that just, all of a sudden, it just hated me, and the roots started rotting in it, and it wasn't like I overwatered it. So I'm wondering if the plants were overwatered, and then I potted up 4 of them into the same pot because I wanted a really big full basket. I don't think it worked out well. Anyways, I got this propagation station from Dollar General, surprisingly, but this is all that was left that was viable off of that big like 10-inch pot I had. So I'm currently trying to grow roots. It's finally started pushing out a little bit, like that's gonna fall off, but that is a new root right there. And these are not separated by chamber, so it's like open all through here. So they're using the same water, but I'm hoping that, oh, look at the itty bitty baby root right there. I need to clean these off apparently, so I'll add that to my to-do list to do today. And then here I have got a Hoya. This is a Hoya Crimson Queen that is trying to revert back to just a carnosa. Honestly, this might be a variegated Chelsea. I don't know. Apparently that's a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing, but it looks more like a Chelsea, and it has the white rim on the side. So this very well may be a variegated Hoya Chelsea. I don't know. But this stem looks like it's completely reverted back, and then the rest of it still has its variegation to it. So I have it in this window because this window gets really good morning light, and so it's not too harsh, but it has new growth right there. So that's exciting. And the new growth is coming in variegated on it, which makes me happy. I don't know about these two that are coming in, if they're variegated or not. It's on the non-variegated stem, so I'm just going to assume that it's not going to be, but it's just chilling here. It's happy for the most part. Doesn't need watered just yet, almost, but it'll probably be good for like another week before it needs watered again. All right, so, and then we have this guy up here. This is another heartleaf philodendron. And this is one my son picked out, and then he also picked out the pot that it's in. So yeah, this is his. Another one of my cats. This is Hercules. We've had him since he was like 4 weeks old. I bottle fed him. And yeah, he likes to sleep in the changing bed portion of my son's crib. Hi, Herc. Can you say hi? No? Okay. Okay, so fair warning, we're going into my bedroom and it's not the cleanest in here. I've been doing laundry all day and stuff is just disorganized. I'm gonna do my best to hide the mess, but keep in mind that I run a full-time business from home while also raising a 2-year-old, and then my husband also works 40 plus hours a week. So it's just life. I have 7 animals, like nothing's perfect. So let's go into the bedroom. See what I mean? Like, it's just a hot mess. So this is one of my husband's plants. This is his side of the bed. I've got it in this large terracotta. It is a ponytail palm, and there's 2 of them here. And this one has been pushing out a lot of new growth. So this is all the new growth up here. And this guy is just having a hard time. So I think I'm actually going to separate them and put this one in its own pot. I have not watered this yet since I got it, and I got this back in March and it's now July, but the bulbs are finally starting to get a little soft, so I think it's ready to finally be watered. There's my coffee. My messy dresser. Something about me is that I love calathea and prayer plants. I love them. I am good at them. I can keep them happy for the most part. So this is my red Maranta, and it's just so pretty. My lemon lime is actually my favorite, but it tried dying on me, so I'm actually rehabbing it. But this is my red Maranta. This is a nice 8-inch tub of it. My favorite thing to put plants in is terracotta. So Maranta, this gets filtered water, obviously, because it's a prayer plant. But just like, look at those veins. Like, seriously, it's just so pretty. And the backs are that really pretty red color. Ugh, it's gorgeous. So over here is an Xbox. And then this is one of my pride plants. This is a white fusion calathea, which does not look the greatest at the moment, but don't judge it right now. This thing has been hitting the struggle bus for about a month. This is one of those plants that my cats did try to eat. So what I do is I typically will cut off the bad parts so that way it can use the energy instead of trying to heal this or the brown edges. It can push energy out to pushing new growth out. I had this in a darker spot on my room and it just wasn't happy. So that's why I moved it here. This gets, the morning east sun out of this window, and then this window is south facing. So it gets a good amount of light here. It's a lot more perky here. Its leaves are finally praying at night again. Its leaves had stopped doing that for a while. I think I love calathea so much because they are just, it's a challenge. Like, it's not an easy plant. Like, this is definitely not an easy variety either, the white fusion, but just look at these leaves. It looks like someone took a paintbrush to them. Like, it's gorgeous. This one has not pushed out any new leaves in probably the past month or so, but I'm sure now that it's here in a better lighting situation, it's going to like it. This one gets filtered water only. I refuse to give it non-filtered water. It has a very good, well-draining soil mix. So my soil mix, I make all my soil mixes. This is a mixture of cocoa coir. It has some perlite in it. It has orchid bark. It has worm castings. This is for the most part this for the most part is what it came in from the store I got it from. But I'll probably add some, like when I go to, probably if it starts declining again, I'll probably repot it, or just change the soil out. And I'll add more perlite, and I'll add more worm castings and charcoal. But I love this plant. It's massive for one. I just wish it was fuller. So, but like it was trying to push out new growth, but it got mad because I didn't have it in enough light. So this one definitely likes the morning eastern light, and then also south facing. So, and then in this windowsill right here, I have a Scentsy warmer. This is a lemon lime Ranta. This is the one that I am rehabbing. So what I did yeah, this was like one of my first houseplants, and my cat attacked it. I lost my train of thought. So it was loving life. It was so happy. It was pushing out blooms all the time. And then it started getting really leggy. So I went to cut it back, and I wanted to propagate it to make it a fuller pot. And I lost this new growth right here, but I mean, that's fine. So I cut it back and I put it in here, which it sprouted those roots in about 2 weeks. I was shook. So honestly, this is probably ready for dirt, but then the mother plant that I had cut back started dropping leaves. It got so mad, and it just deflated. Like, I will try and remember to insert a picture of what I'm talking about, because it literally deflated, and it was so perky, and it was just so cute. I loved it. This, like, the lemon lime Ranta, like, this is my favorite form of it. Like, honestly, like, my cats are assholes. Max, to be exact, is an asshole, but you know. So these were completely curled in to each other like this. This is actually a new growth since I put them in here. They were completely rolled up, and this one's still a little bit, but I started propagating it, cut it back, propagated it, just threw the old soil out, and was just like, I'm just going to start from scratch and do it that way. And those pushed out new roots in like 2 weeks. This has been about a week, and that is the only root right there on the right hand side so far. I just changed the water on this today. It's got a little root there. Yeah. So hopefully this starts pushing out more roots soon. There's also a red Ranta in here. It was super random, but there was a part of it that got leggy on the mother plant. So I just cut it, and I'll just shove it back in the pot. Over here, I'm propagating more. I've got some nice looking roots down there. So I had an Adansonii. It was, again, one of my first houseplant hauls. I got the Adansonii, and I got this. The Adansonii, it was curled. This is the new leaf of it, but it was completely curled up. I had no hope in it. I gave it root rot because I didn't know about like well draining soil. I didn't know about drainage holes or anything like that. So I gave it root rot, and I lost 90% of the plant. And then I sold it to someone who, she gave me $15 for it, and it was a bigger plant. Like, it was probably like this size originally, but it had like 5 stems in it. She gave me $15 for it, probably mainly for the terracotta pot that it was in, because it was in a nice terracotta. And I had this one that I had cut off, hoping that I could propagate it. I had never propagated before, and she went to change the water today and noticed these roots. And I'm like, oh my God, it actually is rooting. And then the leaf unfurled finally. So I might be able to get a very slow starting Adansonii from scratch, basically. And then I took a tip from Plantarina. She said to put pothos cuttings in with your propagations, and it'll help them root faster. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did it. This was a golden pothos that is now officially reverted, I think. But this is also new. And then this leaf was new, so that's exciting. And then this is a Peperomia serpens that I am propagating that has itty bitty baby roots. So up above this, I have got a huge basket of Hoya Curtsii. I saw this at not Home Depot, Lowe's, you guys. It was the only one. It's trailing. Like, look how full and beautiful this is. So this is a Hoya Curtsii. It is gorgeous. I am so hyped about it. I have it hanging here because I want it to live its best Hoya life with the bright light. And I'm so excited, you guys. I paid $10.98 for this bad boy. Like, what? $10.98. And I looked on Etsy, and pots this size are going for like 50 bucks. So, hashtag winning. Anyways, so over here, this is my polka dot plant, which I'm going to insert a clip of it from this morning. It needed watered, so I want you guys to see the difference from it this morning to now. So insert clip here. So really quick, I just want to talk about this bitch right here. This is one of the most dramatic plants that I have. This is a polka dot plant. Don't ask me what the scientific name for it is because I don't know. It's a polka dot plant. So I got a bloom out of her, which was super surprising because I'm always shocked when these plants bloom, like my plants in general, because I didn't know that they're supposed to. But I'm gonna tell you how I take care of her. So to like the naked eye, if you're unfamiliar with these guys, you might be like, Maggie, this bitch is like dead. You need to throw it out, or it's on the brink of death, whatever. No, these bitches are dramatic. So this is like the leaves that fall off when she's being dramatic. So she needs watered. I noticed last night that she needed watered, and she didn't look like this just yet. She was a little droops magoops, but other than that, she was fine. So I have her in a self-watering pot. This is my secret weapon for these plants. So these guys get really mad. Look at those roots, sissy. But self-watering pot. So this actually sits in water. And literally what I do is I just make sure that that's full, and then it'll perk back up. So hopefully by the time that I start filming my part 2 houseplant tour, it'll be perked up, which it should be, because that's not gonna be for a few hours because I'm trying to clean my room at the moment, so that way it doesn't look disgusting. But yeah, so I'm going to water her, and then I will check back in later when she's perked up. So you can see that it's quite a difference. And so that clip was at 11 o'clock and it's now 4:30, I think, right now. So, I mean, it doesn't take long for it to start perking back up. And then by tonight, it'll be standing straight up. Like, this thing is so dramatic, so dramatic. So definitely consider, if you have one of these polka dot plants, consider getting yourself a self-watering container. Honestly, I did not know that they were going to get this long. But so it could probably use a trellis too, to be completely honest. And then I have got this really beautiful pink aglaonema. I think I'm saying that right. It's got a new growth coming in right there. I got this from either Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't know. It's so pretty. So, so, so pretty. I love it because it's pink. My kid's finding toys on the ground. And this is one of my few spider plants. This one has had some issues. It has 2 of these branches where it puts out babies. This one, okay, so I know that spider plants prefer being outside, but the neighborhood cats came and ate this branch off because spider plants actually are like it's like oxy for cats. It makes them high. So I moved it in here. My cats aren't allowed in here because of the plants. So I'm just hoping that it starts like actually growing now. But other than that, it's really happy. It's like doubled in size since I got it. And it only had this branch, and then this entire branch is new since I've had it. And again, this was a part of my original houseplant haul. And I'm really getting into spider plants. I used to think they were so ugly, but it's just so gratifying because they grow so quickly, and then watching them push out the babies. So yeah, that is my spider plant. All right, friends, so that is it for the Houseplant tour part 2. I'm gonna give you a quick peek in my office because this is gonna be its own video because of the massive amount of plants that I have in here. So I'm just gonna show you really quick. This is gonna have to be its own video because it's gonna take me probably a half an hour or longer to do this one. So one sec. So like this is just one wall. That's another wall. And also I need to clean in here really bad, but yeah. So keep planting, my friends. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And then you're just gonna see this mug even more than you already have. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any requests for a video for me to do for this channel. I will be doing a garden center tour, nursery tour, whatever you wanna call it, here soon. So be on the lookout for that. Have a great day, guys. Bye.